I think one of my biggest accomplishments was to get an open board where they felt that they all had input in the board, as well as we did a lot of work with the foundation, which at one point in life became kind of a place for people to retire to, and we wanted the foundation to become the true money arm of ARVC, where through educational purposes we can fund various educational programs.
My biggest accomplishment, I think, was in moving ARVC headquarters out of Washington, D.C. and out into one of the states. We ended up in Colorado, and I actually think a lot of people thought we were moving there because that's where I was from, and that was never what it was about. It was about finding a place where ARVC was more in the middle of the country, could relate more to campground owners, and by the move to Colorado, we were able to save a lot of money and find ourselves a new home, so it worked out well, and I'm pleased with that.
I really think the two accomplishments that I'm most proud of is that I helped raise the money that was necessary at the time, and secondly, I started a school of RV park and management, which now hundreds of people have gone through.
I think the biggest accomplishment I had was I spearheaded along, and I don't like to use the word it was a board effort, but spearheaded the effort to realign our regions, voting regions, and redesign our bylaws. So we rewrote our bylaws to impact so no one state could have all the board members from that one state.
One of my biggest accomplishments as chairman was convincing the states that they should buy into the 2020 vision.
Since we started in the hole during my term on the board, and we had to borrow $100,000 from ourselves, and by the time 2 years passed of my term, and that we were able to pay back our loans, and that we were financially stable enough that we could function at that level without having to borrow money to operate.
My biggest accomplishment as chairman of ARVC, I think, was probably finalizing the move out into the Denver area and getting all of those contracts signed, and getting us out of the contracts that we had in the Washington, D.C. area, which, was pretty much lawyer driven. So that wasn't, a quick and easy out, but, it worked out as a good move. And I think even though ultimately the original location that we had selected out there didn't work out, I think that it led to where we are today, because it got us in that area and it got us in that mode of thinking that, a little more outside the box, that we can do some things a little bit different.
My biggest accomplishment was working with a hard-working team of ex-com members to find a new leader for ARVC going forward, who in turn brought in a new staff and set a new direction for the future.
My biggest accomplishment as chairman, I believe, is reaching out currently to our past chairmen and past industry leaders and asking their input on what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong, and seeking out ways that we may try to improve ARVC's relationship with its members and also position ARVC to be stronger for the near future.